I feel like I used to do actual openings for these things. Zardoz. Oh, there you are. Stay tuned to the end of this video, dear friends, for a special announcement, but for right now, Zardoz is a science fiction, fantasy, futuristic movie from 1974, written and directed by John Borman and starring Sean Connery not long after he stopped playing the role of James Bond. Basically, the plot has to do with this group of mortal people who are controlled by immortals, who they themselves are controlled by the titular, if that's how you pronounce it, character of the movie, Zardoz, who's this giant stonehead. And the opening of the movie is just so promising for me. It's just Zardoz is talking to all the immortals. The penis is evil. Guns are good. Go kill everyone. And then a bunch of guns just explode out of his mouth. So in the one sense, I could compare this movie favorably to other movies like it in the era, such as Barbarella, where the sets are really nice, the background, the mise-en-scène, it looks like they took a lot of focus and probably spent most of the money on that. So in all intents and purposes, the movie looks great. There's all the sunlit shots I really like. There's crazy sets, totally 60s sets, like there's a transparent wall and naked women hanging in it and then water running through that. I mean, that's absolutely insane. You would not see that in movies these days, for better or for worse. There's also lots of sequences where we're watching people watch a screen, which is always surreal, but they kind of tie that into us watching Sean Connery's memories. Also, there's that late 60s, early 70s style of editing where we'll cut to something that happens at the end of the movie earlier on in it. Just stop talking already! Or, on the other hand, just rapid-fire cutting, which wasn't very commonplace at the time. Zardoz! And it tends to get a little overbearing for me in the third act. Also, there's some nice ambient music running as a bed under most of the movie. It's actually not half bad. However, a moment where it did seem like they were trying to save money was when they had the invisible barrier. The movie gets really goofy as it goes along. For instance, the scene where they all stand around and watch Sean Connery get an erection was a little bit awkward for me. I don't know. There's also a scene where a bunch of people sit around at a table and use their psychic powers on this character named Friend. That was awkward. The acting got really hammy. No, I won't let you. Oh, I should also mention at this point that throughout the movie, Sean Connery's wearing this one-piece bright orange suit that just barely covers up his dick, and he's got this long ponytail, so that kind of makes the whole movie a little bit uncomfortable, especially since the only time that he's not wearing that is when he's in a wedding dress. Let's see, what else? Well, without giving too much away, the ending's a pretty big downer, although the very, very last scene is really interesting, a cool way to end it. It reminded me of something that maybe Jodorowsky would put in one of his movies. Yes, the movie is pompous, over the top, but for the same reasons it's very entertaining while it's on. And it's hard to give a movie like this a proper review since it's such a mixed bag, and I would say ultimately it's pretty unsuccessful at telling a cohesive story. But at the same time, like I said, it's really entertaining. If you don't take it seriously, you'll probably have a good time watching it. Especially if you like goofy 60s, 70s movies like this, and like I mentioned before, Barbarella or something like that. Others beware! And that's basically my review of Zardoz. It's just like the silliest movie ever made, you know what I'm saying, man? Alright, and now here's the point where I give you my special announcement. In about a month or so, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be involved in giving a lecture in a college classroom. It's pretty unbelievable. So if that ends up happening, I will tape it and post it on this channel so that you, the viewers, can also, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's my review, that's the thing. Just stop talking already. Stay sexy, man!